once you pick your jumper, it's time to join the Clippers and test your build in a game against the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yes, and it's my player picking up his fifth.
And if you're not feeling one of your builds, you have the ability.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting. Like that story, David, and a good attitude. Great job. Thank you so much. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Bring out of the backcourt, Lillard in McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in the 3. And for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Portland. Then there's Murray. And it's Craig in the shooting guard position. Three-pointer. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Nurkic.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
Nice timing on these jumps. Somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Now here's Anthony. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Lillard misses. Looking at Denver, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Mavericks in Dallas.
When he was drafted, Damian Lillard said he wanted to go to the Blazers with the 6th pick. The opportunity to play right away and be embraced by the city of Portland.
Here's Lillard following the basket by Paul Millsap. And it's sent back by Millsap.
Pretty cool to see Millsap turn shots back. I mean, he's a mobile, athletic big man who is taking pride in his defensive work.
Now here's Millsap. His last outing with 20 points. 6 to shoot. Craig gets the corner. Off target from three-point range. And Damian Lillard says, Craig, win or lose, he wants to stay in Portland. He keeps his residence there year-round.
And talk about his loyalty. In high school, lightly recruited, he ends up committing to Weber State. His senior year, all the big schools come calling, and Lillard kept his commitment. That shows you how he's built.
Now here's Anthony. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
Yeah, but he was the ultimate two-way player. Defensively, also doing a great job. A couple blocks in that game as well.
And here's Porter. After Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. Takes the 13-footer. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
And it's off from three-point range.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the court.
Here's Murray. Plays it up and banks it in.
Even at 6'5", that's not a giant by any means. Murray elevates high inside for these buckets. So he's a high percentage shooter down low for sure.
Now here's Anthony. Good defense by Jokic. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Trailing by 2. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. As you're watching the game unfold, what characteristics do you look for in a great closer?
Obviously confidence, a real eagerness to make difference-making plays late, and somebody who can create his own shot if a play breaks down. I mean, that's essential.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Here's Simons. Simons. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. 34 seconds left in the first quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Trent. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. For Denver, they've got 4 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. And stolen by Whiteside. Oh, that's blocked.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Here's Simons. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Morris with the ball. Here's Plumlee. A stupendous finish in traffic. Plumlee's got his second basket of the game. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. The Nuggets on top, leading by just 2. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter.
A lot of responsibility when things go bad.
Right on the money as always, Lillard has excelled in that leadership role.
I mean, he plays with so much confidence and composure, but also it's the way he includes his teammates and gets to know them as individuals that makes him a franchise player.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Denver.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the 4 for Portland, Hazonia has a 4 and Whiteside at the 5. Then it's Little, and it's Simons in at the point. Here's Bull, opening, closing in. Bull's got the lead back up to 2 now for the Nuggets.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Whiteside, no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
A nice shot by Simons. Denver shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far.
And it's been talked about for some time, but last summer the Heat finally decided to pull the trigger on Hassan Whiteside. Traded for Portland for Leonard and Harkless. Whiteside and the Heat had soured on each other in the trade. A chance for both sides to have a fresh start.
Daniels dishes the ball. Shoots the 3. No good on the shot. And it's Portland the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies. Here's Little. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And the defense, no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
3-pointer, Daniels. And absolutely bomb from 3-point range. And the Nuggets lead by 1. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Here's Whiteside. And they call the foul, so a chance to the line for one more coming up.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Here's what Denver's lineup right now. Jokic, he's checked in for Portland. Millsap comes in for Grant. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Bull. And it's Jamal Murray in for Morris. Whiteside takes to Little. Lets it go from deep. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And that's a foul called on Jack Collins. That is his first foul of the game. Denver making a switch here. Rozier's checked in. And Portland with the change here, too. Nurkic is checked in. Millsap left side. Rozier passes to Murray. Here is Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Over Anthony. Porter, no luck.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's game here.
1:52 left here in the second. Lillard against Murray. Outside Calvin. Shot clock at 6. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. The three-pointer is right on target. Anthony's got the lead up to 5 now for the Trailblazers. It's to Jokic. Here's Dozier. 1:19 left in the first half of the game. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Murray. Jokic just got himself going with the triple, his first basket in the game. Here's Lillard, and Lillard powers it down.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the jet using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
The Nuggets making his switch here, and he's got his first chance at the line here.
An 89% free throw shooter puts him right there among the league's best from the line.
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunity.
And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, inside ball does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Blazers.
They definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
And Lillard kicks to Anthony. Back to Lillard. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Lillard's got 4 points in the quarter.
He can score from all over the court, but Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area, but sometimes even then, that's not enough.
Back to Daniels. He dishes it to Morris. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. Anthony, the basket.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they save the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And so Collins nails both of them. And so here's Denver. It's a 5-point game. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They did jump out to the lead in the opening. And that'll do.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
And even with the defense shaking towards him on every foot down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything the defense tries to throw at him.
Those have been Jokic, the big man. Then there's Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Craig in the shooting guard. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half.
Look at Paul Millsap, one of my favorite players. Came into the league after 3 years of college. As an undersized power forward, he was shown that he not only can rebound, but he become an all-star scorer, too.
You gotta love his hustle, leading the defense, no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Lillard from outside. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got his first basket of the night.
Nice
Sides checked in for the Trailblazers. Lillard from outside knocks down the three ball. Lillard's got 10 points in the game.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. And as good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D if he gets hot from beyond.
Millsap inside, working on Collins.
And how about the transition from Paul Millsap, going away from that star role to being more of a role player here in his later years. No longer needed to carry the torch, if you will, in terms of scoring and rebounding. But he can still give you just a bit of everything else at this stage.
Denver making a switch in. Dozier's checked in. Here's Little. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Little's got his second bucket of the game to go.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And with Millsap, you can just see him contribute in so many ways.
I mean, a great passer for his position and also very unselfish with his offense. Still a plus defender with how often he is giving up size on the inside.
Grant is checked in for Paul Millsap. Right side of the pass to Trent. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Trent's got the lead up to 7 now for the Trailblazers.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Grant, that's good.
And I tell you, I love watching Grant get busy down there. His impressive leaping ability and his quick release on the shot allow him to score at a high rate down low.
Pass to Simon. Shoots. Shot is good off the back rim and in. He has 6.
And even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks good to handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it's probably for them handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting.
1:35 left in the third quarter. And a wide open look for McCollum and the Trailblazers. Another 3.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And Whiteside takes great pride in rejecting shots. Outstanding. Getting his arms up and denying shooters.
The Nuggets trail by 8. Here's Grant. Jokic on the foul. Jokic just got 6 in the quarter.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
Jokic with the steal. Here's Dozier. A huge slam. A perfect end to the fast break.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give them a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Here's Trent. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Oh, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one. Usually he's money from deep.
And he evens the score. Grant's got his second basket of the night.
And the transition D right now, just non-existent.
Simons, the pass right side. 2 free throws. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can peak time. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively. And holding the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it with double checking, and the game continues on.
Nobody near Lillard. Misses off the left eye. And we reach the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Trailblazers out in front, up by 1. And do not go away as score for us. On the court for the Trailblazers, Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. The high-powered backcourt there. Lillard and McCollum. And it's Anthony in at the small forward. Here's Jokic. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got his third assist on the night. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shot.
But also, they put the offense on its heel. Look at the number of steals they've been able to get. And that's something they also can take great pride in.
McCollum finds Nurkic. Anthony in the corner.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Great look, but off the mark.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Basket counts. And that's 10 points for C.J. McCollum.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man. Puts a lot of zip on his passes. He knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
And really a good job finding his teammate in the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
From deep three-point range, Jokic grabs the miss. The Nuggets trail by 3. Outside for Millsap. Morris outside. Back to Millsap. Find the shoot. Double team on Millsap. The Nuggets getting a shot off here. 17-foot shot on the way. He nails the jumper. Jokic has got 10 points in just the second half. It's McCollum on the wing. A 3. A putback. And Collins is right there.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he can just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can, Kevin. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
Three-pointer Lillard. That one falls. Coming up Anthony's feet. And the Trailblazers lead by 6. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. Passes it to Millsap. Fires for 3. They grab her on this.
Easy to understand why they turn to Jokic in these situations. He has a knack for cashing in on big possessions.
Lillard against Morris. Lillard attacking. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on a second chance points.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
Porter dishes to Morris. A minute 50 left in the game. Launches a 3. And it's Jokic missing.
That shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Back to Anthony. There's the pass to Nurkic. On deep. Gonna go that time. The Nuggets trail by 6. Pass to Jokic. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. The 3 goes in. No good on that one.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Lillard. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Lillard's got the lead up to 8 now for the Trailblazers. Pass to Porter. A 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. Outside Anthony. Pass to Collins. To the paint. Shoots from 8. And Nurkic finishes inside. And it's a 10-point Portland lead.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Here's Anthony. That falls. Nice beat that time from McCollum. And the Trailblazers lead by 12. Nurkic with the steal. Lillard, right side. Here's the teardrop. And the layup good by Collins.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I'll tell you something. I mean, you get roadkill.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
NBA 2K21 demo, get my players started, and of course, all-time Lakers versus all-time Celtics.
Just out of curiosity, Chris, who has more championship rings?
Yeah, I was going to talk about the Lakers, but then you bring up that argument, and I really don't have anything to say about it, unfortunately. So that's a low blow.
So I'm going with the
You're looking live and down at the Staples Center in downtown. And David Aldridge. Well, it can be observed. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Clippers, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Well, you talk about someone who's an absolute piranha on defense, and that is Patrick Beverley. Gives you no room to get comfortable, and is a thorn, and it's a sign inside.
And so he hits both. And Smithy with Beverly and his defense, it's not like he turns it on or off.
No, he's always going full speed on defense. It's been his calling card as a player for years now, and it's what he's made his name on in the NBA.
Now here's Leonard. Against Golden State, he was really on his game. And his shot goes down.
This is what you want to do on the offensive end. Get Kawhi looks in the paint. Rely on him to make a play.
Collins passes to Collins. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. This one for 3. And there's Miller on the assist by Collins.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
Doesn't go that time. Excellent D there from Anthony. From 10 feet out, Lillard with the bucket. Lillard's got 5.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? We're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
It's Collins with the drive. It's called in by Los Angeles.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range. Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Now here's Nurkic. Here's Anthony. And it's set back by Leonard.
Strong instincts and position. Kawhi read that shot all the way.
Portland with the ball. So for the Trailblazers, their last game lost to Memphis. Pass to Morris. Back to Leonard. Over Anthony. And George kicks to Leonard. Collins with some nice D.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Here's McCollum. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. That one, George.
And you talk about shot makers. C.J. McCollum, one of the best in the game. From mid-range, you could argue he's the best, flat out.
Landry Shamet checked in for Paul George. And so McCollum nails both of them. And you look at the shot chart for McCollum. He's a threat from everywhere.
Able to hit off the bounce, pulling up. At his height, he's got to be creative, making space for his shot.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Shamet the pass to Zubac. Morris against Collins. They need this. Here's Zubac. Here's Morris. And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. McCollum left side. And Black. That one goes careening off the glass. some changes. Jermichael Green is checked in for Shoebox. Williams comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Everly. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, let's take a look and see a little more power and athleticism at this point than skill. Would you say?
I mean, no doubt, as an amateur, he can rely on the physical gifts to dominate. But in the NBA, you have to be able to shoot and handle with confidence. I think Little will get there because he has a tremendous work ethic.
And it's Shannon Niston. The Blazers on offense. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Here's Little. Sinks that one from the post.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Clippers trail by 8. Here's Williams. Plays it up off the glass.
Despite having a small frame, this is a big part of Lou Williams' game. Taking it up strong inside.
From outside the arc. Drills the three-pointer.
Oh, this is the kind of start that they were hoping for.
Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Here's Leonard. And too long on the shot. Trailblazers leading by 9. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Trent passes to Hasania. Here's Simons. Front pass to the arc. Here's Whiteside. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Here's Leonard. His shot is good. Scores his third best, getting 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
Aggressive D there, but then again, Kawhi finishes through contact almost as well as anyone.
In the corner, it's Whiteside. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And it's been there. Paul George had that nasty broken leg back in 2014.
My inspiration came from my mother.
Now, what a story. George worked hard to get back and is not disappointed in his return.
You know, recovering from a devastating injury is never easy, but George's perspective and commitment helped him overcome.
And so far, through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
The 2 stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Williams is out there with Jackson, and it's Green in at the 5 down low. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Well, Smitty, we're coming down the stretch here. Talk about the mental toughness needed to finish the season strong.
You know, I think you got to have that. Everybody talk about the game physically, guys making shots. And we all know there's some teams and players, they all do that well. But who's the tough team that can get through the tough times? That's when you see the teams that can get over the hump. And you start to say, I like that team.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they just had the better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like.
On the wing, Green. From deep three-point range. And it's out of bounds. They say was last touch by Williams. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, we know about Lou Williams' story. The 3-time Sixth Man of the Year may be undersized, but he keeps finding angles to score. Williams said, I can't shoot straight up. I've always played crooked. It's weird, but it's something I've developed, fading away from guys. I have bigger defenders on me, and it's just about creating space. Kevin, even well into his 30s, Lou Williams still does it as well as anybody.
I would totally agree, David. He is always deadly. Thank you. Outside for Jackson to the inside. Green passes to George. Marries it from three-point range.
And there's never been any question about George's three-point range. He just goes through stretches where he knocks down the three at a ridiculous rate.
And they're running. There's Williams. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance to the line to make it a three-point play.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come
He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Watch the unprecedented control of his free agent destiny.
Trailblazers leading by 11. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That is his first foul of the game. And the Clippers making a change here. Shamit's checked in. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Lillard against George. Shot clock at 5. Anthony's shot is off. Time's out for the Clippers. They won that game against the Warriors in San Francisco. And George kicks to Zubac. Tries again. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Portland no good that time either.
Yeah, he's picking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Takes the three. The shot comes out. Now Portland sends it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That'll be his second foul of the game.
His second foul in as many quarters. We'll see if he backs off or stays aggressive.
Once they roll the ball out there, Lillard turned on the switch. He is doing it all tonight.
Morris passes to Shannon. George against Anthony. Right side George over Anthony. Here's Morris. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Morris has got his first 2 points of the night. Anthony finds Nurkic. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Fires the three. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got 4 rebounds now tonight. George dishes the better. And a miss there on the triple. Trailblazers leading by 9. Here's Lillard. Morris with the rebound.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Now Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. Inside. It's tipped. Out of bounds. Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back with the second. And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Leading away at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He had 14 points and 1 rebound. And that's
And we've got third quarter basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And Beverly kicks to George. And it's George finishing it off.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific five.
Well, for so much of what Paul George brings to the table, you have to start with his defensive impact. He is one of the top defenders in the league at his position, if not the best.
McCollum against Morris. Shoots it, and Anthony with the basket on the assist by McCollum. Anthony's got his second basket.
They love the muscle Anthony brings to the three spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Here's George. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the fouls. You look at George with all he does, Greg, you sometimes forget how good his perimeter defense is.
Well, I mean, his teammates and coaches won't ever forget about the impact he has on that end. Even when George isn't scoring or the shot isn't falling, he is still a monster on the floor just with his defense alone.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Green is checked in for Zubac. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverly. Out of bounds for the Golden State possession. Jackson is checked in for Los Angeles. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 7. Their next game playing at home is the Nets coming to town. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for him.
The way he glides around the court doesn't look like Jackson is moving as fast as he really is.
And Azania gets it to go.
High percentage look. This is what your offense is designed to do.
Here's Leonard. And Whiteside sends it back.
With that long wingspan, Hassan Whiteside saying, no, not in my house.
Here's Azania. That one misses. Great D that time from Green. Here's Leonard. Here's George. Passes to Jackson. Leonard on the wing. Pocket 6. Hands it from downtown. Leonard's got 12 points in the game. Coach just talked about young players needing to experience the playoffs to understand that level. Why is that so hard to stimulate without going through it?
Kevin, the reason why is in the playoffs, everything is taken to another level. Also, you're seeing this team night in and night out. They know your plays, you know their plays. It comes down to just execution, and you can't have careless turnovers or those brain freezes you have in the regular season.
And the Clippers making a change here. Shamit's checked in. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Anthony's checked in.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Back to Jackson. Leonard against Anthony. From the left block. And it'll go. And the place to lead is struck out. Gets 4 points with the bucket from Leonard.
You have to give it up for Kawhi right now. He is wearing out the defense.
Now, there's no doubt Hassan Whiteside still a major factor in the projection.
I'm not sure if his block totals will get back before a game, but he still gets plenty of blocks. The fear he puts in shooters, the amount of shots he changes, still make him one of the best in the business on defense.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Collins is checked in. Outside against Green. And here's Leonard from 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Whiteside's got his 6th rebound on the night.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Jackson misses. Portland leading by 8. Poked away. Leonard with the steal. Now the pass to Shannon. Leonard attacking. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Simons hits the layup in for the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Simons has got his first points of the game. A 3 from Leonard. Oh, he got it!
Big time 3 to cut it to singles.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers heading to the bench with the 7-point lead as we wrap introduction tonight. We've got more in store for you right after this. And how about a look out at our system of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others. It's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Michael Green is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Landry Shaman. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Beverly in the two guard. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot, and just terrific at scoring when he
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Whiteside. On the jam by Whiteside.
Those are the kinds of plays that win games. Really savvy D, and give him credit for looking to go straight up the court.
Pass to Morris. Lets the three fly. And it's Portland with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Pass to Whiteside. Fires from deep. The shot will not fall. Stolen by Collins. Side against Green. Shoots over Shep. Green with the rebound. Clippers trail by 11. Here's Morris. Banked in off the glass.
You see Morris aware of his surroundings, getting a good jump down court.
That's it to Simon. Here's Trent. Defended by Beverly. 6 on the shot clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Whiteside trying to break free. It doesn't go for him. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Clippers. 9-point game.
When defending Patrick Beverly, it's hard to match his level of energy and activity.
That's good for Beverly. And Los Angeles does some changes. Zubac is checked in for Green. Hunter comes in for Landry Shaman. And it's George in for Reggie Jackson. McCollum kicks to Little. 8 feet away. Moves back up. And the ball travels up the bound. It was last touched by George. Just a little under 2.5 minutes of pass now. We're in the fourth. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And foul. And now, yep, this will be a bonus challenge. We thought that might happen. Triggering the review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And even if a coach still feels it's much of the right call, you gotta acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Holder.
During that last break, Kevin, we got a chance to hear what Doc.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
This is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Great indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see George for three. And again, it's the Clippers for deep.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
Nurkic, and he uses the glass on the way. And the Trailblazers lead by 11.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
From downtown, rebound to Kawhi Leonard.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Wasted no time on that one. And that's 13 points for Paul George.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc. A key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch, looking to rack up points in chunks.
Right on the first, and that will put them up by 9. And both free throws good for Damian Lillard. LA's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Takes a three. That one's not going to go. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Portland.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. He wins on the year now.
And really, they finally got something good to happen against this team. The last two games they faced them weren't nearly as productive.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Lillard.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
And Collins has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. They lead by 7. But Trey, and that's good. Damian Lillard for 3. Lillard's got 30 points.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
And so Portland takes this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. tip-off. The players love him. Thank you, David. It's getting late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. You take a look at the Mavericks. They're in 7th and looking to hold on to that seed for the playoffs. And, of course, there's the Trailblazers, 2 spots down.
Yeah, and when you look at Portland, they haven't had the great season that some were expecting, but it hasn't been a disaster. They just need a few things to go right for them down the stretch.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Seth Curry. He's out there with Doncic. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Porzingis. And it's Finney Smith in at the 4 spot. And for Portland, Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. And it's Anthony in at the 3 spot.
You know, there's an unselfishness to Luka Doncic and a pretty pass right there. There is so much to love about Kristaps Porzingis. Over 7 feet, sweet shooting jumper, but aggression. This guy will back down from no one.
A lot of minute played so far here in the first. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Hardaway finds Porzingis. Second shot opportunity. Finney Smith passes to Curry. Hits the 3-point bomb.
Boy, had this shot on automatic. The confidence so crucial to what Seth Curry brings to the table.
And Doris, Porzingis not only quick to adapt to the NBA game, but also the culture.
I think it helps, Kevin, that he got tutored in the English language starting in grade school. And think about it, Kevin. This man wore his hair in cornrows back then, emulating the NBA players he saw. So both linguistically, culturally, and basketball-wise, it wasn't too big an adjustment for him.
Collin passes to Lillard. And it's blocked. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game. For Dallas, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Doncic against Lillard. From 18 feet away, Porzingis can't hit.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Here's McCollum, and the layup's good off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack, and where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Curry with the 3. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. A 3 from McCollum. The shot, no good. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. They traveled to Portland last time they faced the Trailblazers and came away with the win.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserves.
I think sometimes the bench can make or break you in a particular game, and that was a total team effort, no question.
And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul. Whiteside's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Deep 2 from Anthony. Nice shot from the wing. Doris, as you always say, there is a grace in handling wins and losses in this game, isn't there?
You know what, Kevin? There's an old saying that winning and losing are imposters, that it's everything to do with how you react to constant learning and growing experiences. And listen, everybody wants to win, but can you experience losing with grace and dignity? Can you embrace the joy of pure competition? To me, that's one of the beautiful things about the NBA. Men handle heartbreak and joy and set an example for the next generation. It's beautiful.
Dallas leading by 3. 1:14 left to play in the first quarter. And that one drops.
Boy, Luka Doncic excels in the two-man game. You handle the rock with perfection. Nicely done, young sir.
Lillard misses.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
Pass to McCollum. 46 seconds left here in the first quarter. Doncic with the steal. Oh, and here comes Porzingis all alone. Curry. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, Okay, Seth Curry getting active on the glass. When this guy hustles, boy, he's keeping plays alive.
Anthony kicks to Lillard. Good on the three-point shot.
And he gives up some size on that play, but the defender fails to close the gap.
It's incredible to me how players have become so adept at creating just enough space to get the shot off. Nicely done.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Finney-Smith. Right side against Porzingis. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Five seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Simons. Can't connect from short range. And so it's Dallas, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of great team play, so key to winning. Damian Lillard.
Be a star in your role. You know, I think
knowing your role and playing it so well is so crucial.
Yeah, when everybody buys in and plays for one another, that's when teams play their best ball.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Mavericks, they've got Trey Burke, also J.J. Barea out there. Marjanovic is out there with Wright. And it's Kleba in at the power forward position.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Barea kicks to Kleba. Marjanovic down low. He's covered by Whiteside. And that one's good. Marjanovic.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Simons surveying the D. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Grizzlies. Nailed from three-point land. Barea's got the lead up to 10 now for Dallas. And now, here's Hazonia. He's tightly guarded. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Nurkic is checked in. The Mavericks also with a sub. Hardaway's checked in. Hazonia on the wing. 5 on the clock. A baseline J. And the jumper is on the mark. Hazonia's got his second basket of the night. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Now here's Burke, guarded closer. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Hardaway passes to Marjanovic. Goes to the reverse layup and claps it in. Marjanovic has got his second bucket.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important. They seem to concede that shot, and his response is, thank you very much.
Here's Burke. Offensive rebound. Tries yet again. And that one's good. Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got 6.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
There's the pass to Nurkic. He kicks to Little. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Trent. And that shot misses everything. Air ball on the 3. Dallas leading by 10. In the corner, right with it. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Trailblazers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And last season, a rare 5-by-5 game achieved by Yusuf Nurkic. 24 points, 23 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 steals, Greg, and 5 blocks in a game against the Kings.
And how about the only player ever to log a 20, 25, and 5 game? The Bosnian Beast making a name for himself.
So both teams making some changes here.
And checking out the numbers for C.J. McCollum.
Since the All-Star break, he's been unstoppable. 6th in scoring, and his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And you noted it. His points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to. It's good on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 14.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Lillard finds Collins. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists now in this one. Mavericks leading by 11. Doncic passes to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
You know, at 7'3", yes, he can dunk, but with that athleticism and his sense for the dramatic and his flair, look out, folks. He can be special.
Lillard against Doncic.
Now let's start.
The Trailblazers shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
Whiteside's checked in for the Trailblazers. The Mavericks also with a sub. Berea's checked in.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. Shoots from the baseline, and Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Collins. Anthony's got it back down to single digits for Portland. Outside Curry. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're playing a bruised. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They lead by 9 points. And that'll...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the 3 slot. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half. And Doncic gets it to go. We hear this a lot, Doris. The great offense always beats great defense. I think that's true.
I do, Kevin. I think obviously a defender is usually in reactionary mode. It's the rare defender who is dictating to the offensive player what they want to happen. So imagine trying to impact LeBron James as he's playing in the open floor with a head of steam. Like, good luck with that.
Yeah. Nobody near Nurkic. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Mavericks leading by 12. Porzingis kicks to Hardaway. Passes to Finney-Smith. Shot from 12. Another shot. Here's Porzingis, and he banks in the layup. Porzingis has got the lead up to 14 now for Dallas.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's Lillard. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Finney-Smith's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3. They are just killing them on the interior.
Collins finds McCollum, shoots over Curry, and the basket by McCollum.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
On the wing, Hardaway. Here's Doncic. Off target with his three.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Carmelo Anthony. Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. McCollum against Curry. The offensive rebound. Porzingis on the foul.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Out to Anthony. Lots of room. That one a little long.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that. We know this about the Dallas Mavericks. They will put every piece of data and information to use in terms of trying to get an advantage. Think about it, guys. They are now doing blood tests, trying to head off injury for their players. They believe this gives them a clearer picture into the overall health of their athletes.
And Finney Smith gets it to go.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring, and Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball.
Nurkic, the pass to McCollum. Beyond the arc. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And Doris, those blood tests you were talking about, always subject to player permission. They want to honor player privacy.
I think you have to, Kevin, and most of the Mavs have embraced it. These tests have the ability to measure almost 50 biomarkers. As an athlete, you're always trying to stay in peak form. As an organization, you're always trying to manage appropriately their workloads.
Dallas leading by 16. Doncic feeling it out. For three, drains the three-pointer. Doncic has got a pair of threes now here in the third for Dallas. McCollum against Curry. Now Nurkic still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Lillard. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Doncic with it. Lillard picks him up. But they'll get another chance.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Cullen passes to Nurkic. And that one drops for him.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Curry with a wide open look. No good with the triple. And it's Anthony at the elbow. Kicks it out to Lillard. With the clock running down, sends it home! What a shot!
You want drama?
It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
And to me, Jay, you love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. J.J. Barea is out there with Trey Burke, and it's Wright in at the small forward position. Anthony against Wright. Anthony dishes to McCollum. Back to Anthony. From deep. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
You know, you can tell the three-point shot is something that Melo has developed over his course of time in the league.
To the left side wing. Here's Wright. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 19.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Lillard attacking. No one near Whiteside as he lets it go. Nurkic, second chance shot. It's rebounded by Dallas. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Pass to Burke, puts up a three. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. And Whiteside's got the ball here for the Trailblazers.
I'll tell you, that's a pretty pass. Barea is a spark plug, and he seems to make his teammates better whenever he's on the floor.
Porzingis against Nurkic. Lillard from outside. Mavericks with the rebound. Porzingis has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. Here's McCollum. Makes it off the glass.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Here's Barea. Drills the elbow jumper. Barea's got 5 points now in the quarter.
I'll tell you, don't let the diminutive size fool you. This guy is not intimidated and can get his shot in the painted area.
And that's a foul called on J.J. Barea. That's his first foul. Both teams deciding to change it up. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Pass to Trent. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And
wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well. Just 5 on the clock. Tries to hit him. It's deflected. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Jackson comes in for Hardaway. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Curry. And Barea subbed in for Luka Doncic. Kid Gilchrist, the pass to Marjanovic. Wright outside. Left side Jackson. Over Anthony. Jackson misses. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Mavericks.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Porzingis.
Boy, this guy played with some swagger and intensity on the boards tonight, dominating the physical aspect of the game.
Anthony against Marjanovic. Back to Lillard. Just 5 to shoot. Portland again missing. Here's Dallas. They're on a 15-5 run. Here's Kid Gilchrist.
Clearly a foul.
Free throw good. Michael Kid Gilchrist.
Shooting for Dallas. Michael Kid Gilchrist.
Both good from the line that time. Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. The pass to McCollum. Lee with the steal. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. From deep, Barea connects from 3-point range.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question, GA. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
From deep 3-point range, he can't get it to go. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris...
We've been talking so much NBA 2K21, but we wanted to stop and take a moment to thank you guys for tuning in and joining us for 45 episodes in NBA 2K20.
We've had so much fun connecting with you all over this past season.
So as we put NBA 2K20 to a close, we take a look back at our favorite moments on NBA 2K TV. Check it out.
And shooting.
Hi, everyone. And we've got some pretty sound advice. Thanks, DA. As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. Take a look at the Nuggets. Right now, they're locked into third place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs. And, of course, there's the Trailblazers, not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
And I think for Denver, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
You know, that's the mindset you have to have. They know if they can get to the playoffs, they have the talent to do some real damage.
Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Murray. And it's Craig in at the 2. And for Portland, Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. And it's Anthony in at the 3. And Collins has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. Anthony on the wing. Millsap covering. Anthony dishes to Collins. Back to Anthony. 6 to shoot. Craig pulls it in.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
Well, that's how you play it. He does a good job of getting into the shooter's airspace.
And he gets it back. That 3 off the mark.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Here's Anthony. And he drops it in from the low post. Well, Chris, as we wind toward the end of the regular season, what do you notice as an analyst that you didn't notice when you were playing?
Wow, I think what I didn't notice when I was playing was everything that goes on around the arena. Now I get to the games a couple of hours early. I get to interact with fans. I get to see game productions. The business of basketball, just how much everyone loves the game, from Adam Silver down to someone at the concession stands at the arena, how it really is a community and a family. Because when I was in Sacramento, I'm just playing for Sacramento. I didn't realize how many people in New York and Detroit and other places supported not only us in Sacramento, but their home teams, and just seeing how passionate everyone in the business of basketball, how passionate they are, and that's just something awesome to be a part of.
And here's Collins from outside. Unable to get that one. Good work defensively by Millsap. Here's Murray. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. Murray's got 5 points so far.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
And it's Murray with the jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Whiteside's checked in for Nurkic. And a switcher also for Denver. Monte Morris is checked in for Torrey Craig. Shot left block. Collins. Denver grabs the miss. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks. Porter now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
Kicks it out to Lillard for Murray. Off the left rim and out.
Setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go. One of the game's elite scorers and closers, Damian Lillard. The game on the line, you know what time it is. It's Dame time.
Millsap with it. Now Anthony defending. Jokic passes to Morris. And stolen by Whiteside. Down low, here's Anthony. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Porter. Chris, you talk about degree of difficulty. Damian Lillard takes and makes some incredibly tough shots.
Well, Kevin, the percentages don't do him justice. Off the dribble, contested, from deep. Lillard is always a threat.
The Nuggets leading by 4 to the left wing. And Bull wide open. He shoots. His three-pointers off the mark. Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Grizzlies. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. Hezonja, he's checked in for Portland. Dozier passes to Plumlee. A three from Morris gets the three-pointer to fall.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Simons, covered by Morris. A nice shot by Simons.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, very aggressive. I mean, he takes on the challenge with no hesitation.
And good that time. Morris has got 5.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Plumlee, no luck. Trailblazers trail by 7. Hezonja kicks to Little. Puts up a 3. Plumlee with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Oh, man, did you see him close that gap? What a great job. He made the shooter feel uncomfortable.
Lets it go with a 3. A nice shot by Dozier.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up.
Basketball, like fashion.
In basketball, Greg, a big deal in Jokic's native land of Serbia.
And I love his creativity. There's an artistry and a freedom in how he plays the game.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. They've got Jeremy Grant, also Bull out there, and it's Dozier in the point. Back to Daniels. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right. They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
Now here's Plumlee. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 5 on the clock. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Whiteside's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And the Blazers, one of the best offenses in the league. I mean, their guards can make most any shot. And they've got some glass eaters to chase down any misses.
Grant outside. And here's Daniels, the baseline J. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
The towering presence that is Bull. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
In the corner, it's Whiteside. From the arc. It's not going to go for him. And Denver the other way now. They've led by as much as 10. And the Blazers rely on their guards in McCollum and Lillard to generate, Chris, a lot of their offense.
You're sometimes right, Kevin, and it can even be to a fault at times. I mean, they need more offense from their front court. Guys who can pound the ball inside and generate some easy offense around the rim.
Here's Simons. Rebound by the Nuggets. Last time they met was in Denver.
And whether by design or by accident, they drew so many fouls in that game. Foul trouble for the other side became a huge issue.
Yeah, Greg, it forced them to go much deeper into their bench than they wanted to. And then the game got ugly.
Ball kicks to Dozier. Plumlee with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Grant the pass to Plumlee. He shoots again. 2 points. That one goes. Plumlee's got the lead up to 10 now for the Nuggets.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Pass to Trent. Three-pointer. And Bull pulls it down.
Well, you don't see that very often. A wide-open three is usually like a layup for him.
And really, few guys in the league are more unique than Bobo. Has length for days, but needs to add a tremendous amount of strength to guard his natural position. And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Oh, Kevin, the coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy buckets like this, GA.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Grant kicks to Dozier. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Here's the three. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies. Takes it from 10. Good on that shot. And with that, the Nugget lead is cut down to just 6 points and the bucket from Trent.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Goal, that's good. The Trailblazers have gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Simons the pass to Little. Here's Simons, a second chance effort. And so that brings the first half to a close. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. Denver was looking great right away. They put together some nice offensive stretches and at one point led by as many as 10. After a solid quarter of play, they held a 10-point lead. Momentum shifted. And that...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Millsap, a shot that time, not on target. Good work defensively by Anthony. And here's McCollum for 3. And another 3 for Portland. Chris, at that free throw line, there's a lot of chirping, isn't there, among the players around the lane. It just seems like their mouths are always moving. A lot of chirping.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, for the ones that are stuck in there and are tired, they're talking to each other. It's the only real break in action, and there's times too you get to see what has happened a few of the plays before, so you get to bust the guy up with some jokes or just flat out talking trash. And sometimes guys are saying, I hate to tell you this, but sometimes guys are going, man, listen, I'm so tired. He's gonna make this free throw. Don't push me too hard. I gotta get next free throw. So.
They say that, huh?
Oh yeah. Especially to the guys. I remember saying that to Ben Wallace one time. He was my rookie, and I was like, listen, man, you know Legs is going to make this free throw, man. Come on, don't push me all the way out of the basket.
What was your response?
He pushed me into the basket. Wow, that's their first shot of the half that hasn't found a mark. It's been a good one.
Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Lillard, the pass to Collins. Jokic with the steal. Morris outside. Fires the three. Second chance shot. Craig, good.
There's that passion of his, battling with every ounce of energy he has.
Lillard finds Nurkic and finished off by Nurkic.
And what a selfish play from Lillard. This guy's no problem giving it up, especially when his teammate's wide open.
The Nuggets leading by 7.
Well, the best season of his career, Kevin. But then Yusuf Nurkic suffered that gruesome leg injury. Huge loss for the Blazers and a long road to recovery for Nurkic.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Porter's checked in for Denver.
That's frustrating as a defender. Not giving Lillard more than an inch of space, and the jumper still falls.
Outside for Murray. Inside. Goes back up. The layup good by Porter. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
Oh, you have to appreciate the ball moving and the commitment to getting a high percentage look.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. And the Blazers were looking for that third star. Chris Nurkic was starting to look like he might fit the bill.
Well, Kevin, let's think about it. You could argue that he was one of the top 5 centers in the league last season. He just turned 25, so hopefully he's still on the upslope of his career.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And it's fair to say that Millsap has been very underrated throughout his career. A versatile, tenacious forward who quietly destroys whoever he plays.
Whiteside's checked in for the Trailblazers.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Kicks it out to Lillard and stolen by Murray. Here's Jokic. Sinks the three-pointer. Jokic has got the lead up to 12 now for the Nuggets.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Porter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one's on Anthony.
Just using those long strides to just kind of knife through the teeth of the defense. Porter daring them to hit him on that one.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Daniels is checked in.
Oh, he's such a good free throw shooter. I mean, it frees him up to be as aggressive as he wants in the post.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. They double him with Jokic. Out to Anthony. Here's Whiteside, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Whiteside's got his first 2 points.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Anthony against Porter. Anthony, the pass to Nurkic. Up again. Rebound by Murray.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Kicks it out to Lillard. Right side, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backcourt.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets riding a 15-point. Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
We haven't given up any resistance.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So on the floor for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Daniels in at the shooting guard position. Trent passes to McCollum, pulls it up. He's good with the little jumper in close.
He's been as dependable as he always is. He can't do it all by himself, though.
Denver leading by 13. Pass to Jokic. And Whiteside sends it back. Porter against McCollum. Right wing. Whiteside trying to break free. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
Heating up like a microwave. Once McCollum gets a few to fall, you know he's a winner.
Porter passes to Millsap. Murray surveying the D. Millsap trying to get open. Jokic, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Torrey Craig comes in for Troy Daniels. And Morris subbed in for Murray. Here's Millsap. Finished off the break. And the Nuggets lead by 13.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
And there's the foul. It's on Torrey Craig. That is his first foul of the game. You played for a lot of different coaches in your career, Chris. I'm sure you saw characteristics that you like in a head coach with all the different people you played for.
Yeah, definitely. You definitely want coaches that challenge you, that want to make you better, that helps with the team chemistry. But I would say, number one, you want a coach that understands they are such a good coach that their job is to infuse you with as much information during practice, and then come game time, they trust you to go out and do your thing. They don't micromanage during the big games. They say, wait a minute, we put in enough practice time, you know what we should do, now go out there and execute. The ones that trust you, you got to love.
Right.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Collins wide open. He fires from outside off the mark.
Well, that's just a lucky break for the deep. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
Here's Craig. And it's off the back rim. No good.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Jokic with the steal. To the middle. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And Lillard kicks to Anthony. Kicks it out to McCollum. Lillard outside. Nurkic in the post. He's against Jokic. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. And another turnover here by Portland.
Not a great play on either end. Bad delivery and way too late to react on the catch.
Here's Morris. On the wing, Porter. For the three. He doesn't hit that one.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Cullen passes to Nurkic. The 11-footer. And the shot is long. The Nuggets leading by 13. Porter dishes to Millsap. Taken away by Anthony. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
Millsap kicks to Porter. Passes it to Morris. Outside Millsap. The pass to Porter. Shot clock at 5. Here's Jokic. Rebound by Nurkic. The Trailblazers have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Denver.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season. And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Jokic.
Well, he had a hand in just about everything they did tonight. I mean, he just didn't take a single possession off on either end. He was the complete package.
And it's Anthony with the ball for Portland. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Oh, great instincts, relentless. Seems like he's getting to every miss.
A 3 from Morris. That one doesn't go. And the miss. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For
Where do I start? Where do I get my rhythm? Where do I get my groove?
I always start off with a bounce. You just start with a bounce, and then you see.
I'm part of the baddest game, most successful game in the world. I went to Portugal this year, and the young tour guide goes, "It's Doris Burke from 2K." It wasn't Doris Burke, the announcer. It was Doris Burke from 2K.
Oh! Okay.
And coming to you today from... And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Morris.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Paul George. And it's Zubac in at the center position. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the 3 spot. So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. With the playoffs around the corner, Brent, some teams already making vacation plans. Talk about the disappointment that those kinds of teams are feeling right now.
Yeah, you start the beginning of training camp with ideas of wanting to play into the postseason, and you know the realization of that goal is not going to be met. And what you want to do is remember your opportunity as a player.
Oh, jam!
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right? It looks like an orange in his hand, and Kawhi tenacious to the rim with that finish.
And Lillard kicks to Anthony. Launches it. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
The second unit came in last game and just played lights out basketball. I'm sure they'd like to do that again.
Count that one.
And Damian Lillard just working them over right now. One of the smaller guards in the league, but darts around so well to make plays.
Takes it out to Leonard. George passes to Leonard. Takes it from 10. Tips it up. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, as good as you...
Oh!
And don't give a cerebral player like Leonard that kind of opening. He'll read that gap.
Anthony taking his time here. Stolen by Zubac. Here's Leonard. Good work defensively by Anthony.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
With his developing handle, Leonard now has defenders at his mercy when on the bounce.
Many thought the Raptors or Lakers would land Kawhi, but in the end, he came to the Clippers to write his own legacy. Returning to Southern Cal, where he grew up, was a big part of his decision. The big surprise was how Kawhi was out recruiting other stars behind the scenes to join him with the Clippers.
Here's Beverley. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Good awareness there from Kawhi, waiting for his teammate to break free and then finds him.
Three-pointer, Lillard. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now tonight. McCollum against George. Back to Morris. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Pass to McCollum. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first quarter. It's good on the putback.
Now Collins continues to play hard and determined to get inside to make it happen.
Outside, George. Leonard kicks to George. Leonard inside, covered by Anthony, and it's Leonard missing. Lillard from outside. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To the paint, and Morris throws it down.
Yeah, I didn't think there was a pass available there for Paul George, but he spots that small crease, he fires the ball through it, and he gets it to his open man.
A 3 from McCollum, traps in the train. McCollum's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Portland.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Sweet finish from Paul George there. I like to see him get up to the rim like that.
Stolen by Beverly. Here's George, and then George with the jam.
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Collins against Morris. With 2 seconds left. That one, no good. And so it's Los Angeles going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll get right back to the action when... And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
Hezonja at the 4 and Whiteside at the 5. Then it's Little, and it's Trent in at the 2 spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Whiteside, the pass to Simons. Lays it up and banks it in. Simons has got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Trailblazers. And it's Williams with the ball for the Clippers.
Well, Portland being up there in the PNW, that's the Pacific Northwest, always means a lot of air miles. Matter of fact, they lead the league pretty much every year in distance travel.
Right, you talk about all that travel for the Blazers. That can wear you down.
Well, interesting. The Blazers have done some particular things off the floor for their players, bringing in UV lights into the locker rooms, coffee before the game. It's very much hipster Pacific Northwest.
And that one is good. Williams has got the lead up to 13 now for the Clippers.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Trent gets the bucket. Trent's got his first bucket in this one.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Lou Williams won 6th Man of the Year for the 3rd time last season. He joined Kevin McHale and Detlef Schrempf as the only players to win the award in consecutive seasons. And with the most career points ever scored off the bench, maybe they should just name this award after him. Kevin?
David, I'm all for it. Thank you so much. And boy, is he in good company. Williams kicks to Green. Williams passes to Jackson. From the low block. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Warriors.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, it was probably a good feeling in that last game that the mid-range worked, the long-range worked, the inside game worked, but the best feeling was the crowd leaving that building not in a good mood.
The shot by Williams, no good. Trailblazers trail by 11. And to have someone, Brent, with the size and strength of Green play with the energy he does, it's a huge boost to any team.
Yeah, lots of talk last year about JaMychal Green really stepping into his own, starting to really own what it is he can do to impact any given game. He's a bit of a journeyman, has traveled around a little bit between San Antonio and Memphis, but his role with the Clippers last year really put him in a nice spot for him to show off his skill set.
Yeah, just aggressive there. Instead of going to one of his patented shots inside, Morris just simply rises up to be free.
Whiteside with it. Now Green defending.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Count it. And the Clippers lead by 15.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Hazonia with the ball. He's against Morris. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Well, because he scores so often, Williams draws defensive attention. Coaches change some coverages, which in turn open up some passing opportunities.
Whiteside against Green. Pass to Trent. Back to Whiteside. And the jam by Whiteside.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Morris with the bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks. Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Trailblazers trail by 18. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Whiteside finds Hazonia over Green. And Hazonia gets it to go. Hazonia's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Here's Jackson. Lays it up off the glass.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Here's Hazonia. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
And Whiteside sends it back. And the wide open shot from Morris. The three-pointer no good. The pass to Trent. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
Jackson looking around. Green passes to Jackson. Here's Shamet. The shot, no good. And so it's Los Angeles with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They lead by 14. Kenny. And that'll about...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Nice game, great performance by Marcus Morris.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Setting the floor for the Clippers. We've got Kawhi Leonard, Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac, and it's Morris in at the 4. Beverly for 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
And Collins has got the ball here for Portland. They trail by 14. Here 3 for 7-footer Zach Collins, showing some real potential as a 3-and-D rim protector.
The interesting thing about last year and Zach Collins was how he played in the playoffs, stepping up, playing with tremendous confidence, playing with physicality. Showed a lot of signs of why it is Portland moved up a couple years ago in the draft to get Zach Collins in uniform. There you go, finally getting one to drop. They have to be a little better now, starting 1 for 5 in this half.
And finished off by Collins.
Pretty nice show of athleticism as Zach Collins rises up.
Beverly against Lillard. A 3-ball. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beverly. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Trailblazers. On Sunday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Houston Rockets. Then on Tuesday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And looking at the Mavericks matchup, that's a contest that could easily go either way.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And that one's good, Anthony. With social media, extended TV coverage, lots of distractions for these players, Brent. But some do a terrific job of blocking all that out and keeping their focus.
I think the roles and responsibilities of teams is changing around exactly what you're talking about, Kevin. You have to have people within your organization to help these players understand where it is that they have to focus most, and that is your job on the floor. And so really good organizations are educating the players on that. They're not just relying on the agents or outside sources. Teams are trying to get in there and impact guys at a young age to make sure that, as you said, that noise is not part of their beginning part of their career.
Make it a distraction. Bucket is good. Beverly's got his second bucket of the night.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Anthony in the corner. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. A deep three from Leonard. C.J. McCollum with the rebound.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Passes it to Nurkic. Lets it fly. Up and in with the jumper near the hoop. Nurkic has got 4 this quarter.
Well, Nurkic, with that soft touch, he's starting to cause some problems for the defense.
Beverly, the pass to George. And here's Leonard from 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions. There's the triple. McCollum, no good. Clippers leading by 14 to the inside. Beverly. And it's blocked.
Is it getting cold in here, Kevin? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Anthony with the bucket.
Quick fire on that shot. Melo with the catch and shoot jumper. No defense for that play.
Outside Jackson. Taken away by Anthony. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Whiteside, and it's sent back by Leonard.
Let this be a reminder, when you're going up for a shot, it's always important to know where Kawhi Leonard may be lurking.
Jackson, that's good.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
Yeah, defense has got to be a little bit better, especially when he's looking to fire from that distance.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
Now into the lineup for the Clippers. Landry Shamet. Lou Williams.
With 1 on the clock. He's off on that one. And so it's Los Angeles. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Now a timeout called by Portland.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He said they played well in certain areas, but the lack of detail to the defensive boards has allowed their opponent too many second-chance opportunities. And that, he said, is the difference in this game. You have to get busy on the glass, Kevin.
They've got Whiteside, Anthony out there with McCollum, and it's Simons in at the 5. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. And stolen by Lillard. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That is his first foul of the game. Lillard scanning the floor. Nurkic dishes to Lillard. Kicks it out to McCollum. Anthony, the pass to McCollum. From deep. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Leonard against McCollum. Pass to Williams. Jacks up a 3. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game. Leonard with the steal. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Jackson finds Green. Lillard outside. Fires from the wing. Jump shot is good.
That's the strength of Lillard's game right there. Gorgeous arc, too, on that jump shot. Up in the air a little bit more.
Clippers leading by 16. Outside Leonard. On the wing, Green. Back to Leonard. The shot missing. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Deflects the pass. McCollum right side. Out to Anthony. Shoots it up. That one wide left.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
A different look for the Clippers. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Green, and Marcus Morris subbed in for Reggie Jackson. On the wing, Morris. The 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Trailblazers trail by 16. And here's McCollum for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 11 rebounds in the game. Williams kicks to Zubac. Williams passes to Zubac. Williams with the ball. Now Anthony defending. A 3 from Morris. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Pass to Shamet. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Back to Williams. The pass to Shamet. Offline with his 3. Portland's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And a wide open look for McCollum. Misses the 3. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
I mean, Kawhi Leonard, an MVP candidate. Why? Well, they're the reasons right there. One of the best two-way players we've seen in the past 5 years.
I often hear about players talk about their favorite spot to fire from on the floor. How much of an effect does that really have, the favorite shooting spot?
most of the time, Kevin, what you're talking about is star guys, because they're the ones who ultimately in any given possession, the coach is trying to find that guy in that spot to do something. What happens throughout the course of a year is when that player has the ball there, everybody else knows what to do.
Right.
Like the player knows what he's going to do, right, Kevin? Because he's the star player. But everybody around gets comfortable with the options and where it is that he goes. If he goes right, if I slide right, I'm going to get the three. If he goes left, he's spinning back. I might move towards the top of the key. So the familiarity of not just the player, but the players around the player, that's where you can make it happen.
That's interesting.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Whiteside's checked in for the Trailblazers. Paul George is checked in for Los Angeles. Patrick Beverly comes in for Lou Williams. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Adams against Jackson. Adams, the pass to Whiteside. Back to Adams. Launches a three. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Ford's got it back down to within single digits for the Trailblazers.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Jackson in the corner. It's Noah. Shot clock at 6. Here's Patterson. No good again that time.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defense.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.